Welcome to RANA'S English Coffee. In this video, we are going to discuss an important topic, that one is note making. After watching this video, you will have information about note making and its meaning, aspects of note making, types of note making, its format, and how to make a note. What is note making? Note plus making is equal to note making. What is a note? Yes, I would like to talk you a passage in order to find the definition of a note. Please listen to my passage carefully and attentively. Friends, there are different sources of entertainment. Music is one of them. It is a part of our life. In foreign countries, people use two types of music. There are slow music and speed music. Right? My question to you. Could you talk the passage exactly? I'm sure no. You have recorded some important points extracting from my passage. Do you know what are those important points? Yes, I would like to show them. Yeah, these are. You have recorded music is a part of life, types of music, slow music and speed music. Now you got the definition of note. A note is a brief record of points and ideas written down as an aid to memory. What is note making? We got the definition of note making. Note making is the skill of making a note, and it helps us understand the theme easily. Let us discuss aspects of note making. We have to go through these three aspects of note making. They are meaning, language, and length. Let us think about meaning. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of the passage clearly. In order to get the complete meaning of the passage, you have to follow these steps. Step number 1, read the passage 3 times. Step number 2, follow skimming and scanning technique. What is skimming and scanning? These techniques refer to the methods of finding a word quickly as well as guessing its meaning. Sometimes we also guess meanings. For example, my grandmother was suffering from cancer for months. She passed away yesterday. Now I would like to teach you reading technique, how to read speedily. Listen, you have to put your finger here. This one is known as finger technique. You have to put your finger here and look forward and move your finger very fast. Then you can read speedily. My grandmother was suffering from cancer for 4 months. She passed away yesterday. Right. Let us use guessing method here. What is the meaning of passed away? You have to guess here. My grandmother was suffering from cancer. That means she was not all right. She was about to die. That means she died. Instead of writing pass away, you can write the simple meaning, that one is died. Let us discuss the second aspect of note making. That is language. When you are going to make a note, you have to follow these guidelines. Number 1, use plain English. Don't try to use difficult words in a note. Secondly, do not use phrasal verbs. Thirdly, do not use idioms and proverbs. For example, Thomas spent 2 hours cooling his heels in the waiting room while the CEO was busy in a meeting. This one is the most difficult part for you. This one is an idiom. Try to avoid it. Its meaning is waiting for something. Instead of writing cooling his heels, you can write waiting for something. Waiting for something. Okay? You can write this. Now we are going to discuss the most important aspect of note making. That one is the length. What is the meaning of length? Length refers to the number of words used in a passage. For example, a passage contains 500 words. The length of this passage is 500. In order to minimize the length of the passage, we have to follow these steps. Because in the note, you have to use less number of words as far as possible, but it should be meaningful. Right? You have to follow these steps. Number 1, avoid using repetition. What is the meaning of repetition? Repetition means the use of a word again and again. For example, I write, my grandfather is an old man of 90 years. In this case, we find, here I have repeated, my grandfather is 90 years old. We can write it here. Old man. 90 years. Mark it. Here we are repeating the same meaning. 90 years does not refer to a young boy. 90 years means old man. We should not use the word old man. We can write here, my grandfather is 90 years old. That's enough. Second one, avoid using direct speech. In some passages there are conversation. There the author uses direct speech. Try to avoid it. Don't use present person idioms. We have already discussed. Use ellipsis. This term may be a new term for you. What is the meaning of ellipsis? Ellipsis means removing unnecessary words. The words which are not required, you should not use there. For example, I am writing this passage, very small passage. Nouns are of two types. There are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Listen, here are some unnecessary words. For example, we can omit this one, this one, this one, this one. Yes. These are unnecessary words. Try to remove. After removing these words, the rest words are placed in a sequence and a systematic manner. Types of nouns. Number one, countable nouns. Number two, uncountable nouns. This is very easy. This is known as ellipsis. Next one is use single words. Sometimes you are finding very long words. It is not required. You have to use very small words, single words as far as possible. Now I am going to talk about types of note making. Generally, note makings are of three types. They are outline form, mapping method, and box and bullet method. But in your examination, you have to prepare the note, you have to make the note in the outline form. So I am going to discuss the format of outline form only. So when you are going to make a note, you have to follow this format. First, you have to write title. This one is the most important part of your note because this will represent your inner theme. What is inside your note? Number one, main point you have to write, then you have to write sub-point, then you have to write sub-point, then sub-point. Point number two, main point number two. Then you have to write sub-point, and under sub-point you can write more than one or two or three sub-points. But don't forget to write keywords. What are keywords? Keywords you can write, you can use abbreviations, short forms and symbols. For example, government, you can write GOVT. Chief Executive Officer, you can write CO. That means what are the abbreviations, what are the keywords you have used in your note you have to mention here. Okay, but I am going to teach you one technique how to number your points. So I have used CAR technique. CAR. What is C? C stands for counting number. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4 for main points. Mark here. 1, 2. I have used C, counting number. Next one, A for alphabet. Then you have to use A, B, C, D for your sub-points. Yes, I have used here. Roman number, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, bit 5, etc. I have used for sub-points. Okay, you have to use this number technique when you are giving numbers to your sub-points or points. Let us make notes in outline form on the main ideas of this passage. First of all, read the passage carefully and attentively. I'm reading the passage now. Knowledge is said to be power, and the chief source of knowledge is books. That is why books are so important to people. But their numbers are so great that it is impossible for anybody to read them all. Books may be roughly divided into three types: good, bad, and indifferent. Good books give us pure delight. Bad books deal only with the dark side of things. And indifferent books neither degrade nor elevate, being read only for entertainment or to pass time. So great care has to be taken in the choice of books. Right. After reading this passage, first of all, I would like to think of the title. Do you know where is the title? The last line of this passage is our title. That one is choice of books. Yes, we got the most important part. Then we have to underline the most important things. We have to avoid repetition. All these things we have to do. Listen, this line is an important line, right? And another line we got, that one is the chief source of knowledge is books. Okay, the next thing we got, books may be roughly divided into three types: good, bad, and indifferent. Another important thing, good books give us pure delight. Bad books deal only with the dark side of the things, and indifferent books neither degrade nor elevate, being read only for entertainment. Right? First of all, we have tried the title, or a title is choice of books. The important point is knowledge is power. Then books hyphen, here I have used ellipsis. Books hyphen, the chief source of knowledge. Then simply we have tried types of books. Very short idea I have applied here. Number A, good books. Number B, bad books. Number C, indifferent books. The number 4 important point, good books give us pleasure. Then bad books deal with the buildings. Number 6, indifferent books are for entertainment. Keyword is ENTMT, it is for entertainment. I have used your card technique for numbering. Then we see here counting number, alphabet and Roman number. Counting number, counting number, counting number and alphabet. Here I have not used Roman number because I did not have here sub points. Thank you very much for learning this note making with me. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and share and subscribe with your friends if you like it.